Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Book of Philemon, Chapter 1. Let's get started now. The Book of Philemon is a short letter in the New Testament written by the Apostle Paul to a Christian brother named Philemon. The letter is unique because it is a personal appeal from Paul to Philemon to forgive and receive back his runaway slave, Onesimus, who had become a Christian while in Rome. In the first few verses of the letter, Paul greets Philemon and his fellow Christians and expresses his gratitude for their faith and love. He also mentions how he has heard about their good works and prayers for him. This sets the tone for the rest of the letter, which is a request for Philemon to extend that same grace and love towards Onesimus. Paul then begins to make his appeal to Philemon by acknowledging their mutual friendship and the respect he has for Philemon's authority as a Christian leader. He reminds Philemon of the transformation that has taken place in Onesimus since he left, now that he has become a Christian. Paul implies that Onesimus has not only become a better person but also a useful servant in God's work. Paul goes on to appeal to Philemon to receive Onesimus back as more than just a slave, but as a brother in Christ. He asks Philemon to forgive Onesimus for any wrong he has done and to treat him with the same love and respect that he would give to Paul himself. Paul even offers to pay back any debt that Onesimus owes to Philemon as a way of showing his commitment to reconciliation and forgiveness. The lesson and teaching application from the book of Philemon is about forgiveness and reconciliation. Paul demonstrates how the love and grace of God can transform even the most broken relationships. He shows that forgiveness is not just a nice thing to do, but a necessary act for those who claim to follow Christ. Through the story of Philemon and Onesimus, we see the power of forgiveness to heal relationships and restore brokenness. We also see the importance of treating others with love and respect, regardless of their social status or past mistakes. Paul's appeal to Philemon challenges us to extend forgiveness and grace to those who have wronged us, just as God has extended forgiveness and grace to us through Christ. In our day-to-day lives, the story of Philemon reminds us to approach relationships with a spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation. We are called to extend love and grace to those around us, even when they may not deserve it. This doesn't mean that we should ignore wrongdoing or injustice, but rather that we should seek to restore relationships through love and forgiveness. As Christians, we are called to be peacemakers and ambassadors of reconciliation in a world that is often marked by division and conflict. The story of Philemon challenges us to live out this calling in our relationships with others, just as Paul did with Philemon and Onesimus. In conclusion, the book of Philemon is a powerful and touching story of forgiveness, reconciliation, and love. Paul's letter to Philemon serves as a beautiful example of how Christians are called to live in community with one another. The story reminds us that no matter how great our differences or how hurtful our past actions may have been, we are all equal in the eyes of God and are called to treat one another with love and respect. As we reflect on the story of Philemon and Onesimus, we are called to examine our own lives and relationships. Are we willing to forgive those who have wronged us? Are we willing to be reconciled with those we have hurt? Are we willing to see past our differences and treat each other with love and kindness? May we all strive to live out the teachings of Christ, seeking reconciliation, forgiveness, and love in all of our relationships. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.